Hey guys, this is lesson 2.10, multiply two-digit numbers with regrouping. Our essential question is, how can you use regrouping to multiply a two-digit number by a one-digit number? Okay, so let's take a look and unlock the problem. A thoroughbred racehorse can run at speeds of up to 60 feet per second. During practice, Celia's horse runs at a speed of 36 feet per second. How far does her horse run in 3 seconds? So there's a lot of information there. Looking at the side, it says underline the important information. Is there information you will not use? If so, cross out the information. Okay, so if we're trying to figure out how far does our horse run in 3 seconds, we don't need to know just the generalized information that a thoroughbred racehorse can run at speeds of up to 60 feet per second. That's just like a regular fact that that they're just sharing with you. But if they want to figure out how far does her horse run in 3 seconds, they kind of need to know what her horse specifically runs per second, or feet per second, okay? So let's come down here to example 1. We are going to multiply 36 times 3. So they first want you to do an estimate. They're going to round 36 to 40 because the 6 changed the 3 to a 4 and then you add a 0. Okay, so 3 times 40 is where we're at. 3 times 4 is 12. You take it times 10 and it will be 120. Okay, so now we're really going to figure out how to take 36 times 4. So step 1, think, multiply the ones. So we're going to take 3 times 6 first and get 18, and then you're going to regroup the ones. So let's come over here. I'm actually going to make this a little bit bigger so we can see. Okay, so we're going to take 6 times 3 first. We're going to work with the ones. So you have 1 tens and 8 ones that stay here. Because remember when we talked about adding and subtracting, you can't put two numbers in the same place value. There's only room for one. Okay, so the 8's going to go down here and the 1's going to come up here. Okay, then you're going to take, since you did 6 times 3 is 18, you're going to bring the 1 over the 3 and you're going to put the 8 down here. Then step 2, you're going to go to this side and you're going to go 3 times 3, which is 9, plus 1, which is 10. So you have 108. You have 9 tens, okay, plus the other 10 that you had from before equals 10 tens. Okay, so 10 tens is the same number as 100 0 tens. Okay, so Cecilia's horse runs 108 feet in 3 seconds. Since 108 is close to the estimate of 120, what we had before, the answer is reasonable. Okay, so if this was kind of tough, take a look at the block setup. Okay, take a look at the remember each long is worth 10, 10, 20, 30, and then if we have 6 individuals, 36, but then you have that 3 times. Okay, so if it helps, build it with your blocks first and then figure out the answer after that. Okay, alright, we're going to move to the next page, example number 2. 8 times 22. First you're going to estimate, this 2 cannot round this 2 to anything, so it's just going to stay 2 and put the 0 behind it. So 8 times 20, 8 times 2 is 16, and then we add the 0 behind it, okay, because you're taking 16 times 10. Alright, let's come over here where it says, now we're going to figure out what is 8 times 22. Multiply the ones. So we're going to go to the ones place first and go 8 times 2, which is 16. So you're going to put the tens up here and you're going to put the ones in the ones category. So 16, 1 up here, and put the 6 down here. Then you're going to go to your next number, which is this way. So you're going to go 6 times 2, or sorry, 8. That's an 8. Okay, we'll come down here, 8 times 2, which is 16, and then add one more, add another tens up here, so then 16 plus 1 is 17. Okay, 17 is the same as 107 tens. So if you take a look up here, 100s and 7 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 tens. Okay, so 8 times 22 is 176. Since 176 is close to the estimate of 160, it is reasonable. Okay? Alright, so we're going to come down here and we're going to try 7 times $68. So 7, we're going to estimate first. 7 times 68 is close to 70. Okay, 7 times 7 is 49, and then add my 0 at the end. So we have an estimate of around, $490. Okay, let's come over here and find our exact answer. Okay, so we're first going to go, we're going to use partial products. So we're going to first start with 6 times 7, but remember I'm taking 7 times 60. So 6 times 7 is 42, but since I'm taking 7 times 60, it's going to be 420. Okay, then I'm going to go the next step. Then I'm going to go, since I went this way, now I'm going to go 8 times 7 is 56. Okay, then I'm going to add them up. Okay, 6 plus 0 is 6. 5 plus 2 is 7, and brings my 4 down. Okay, so there's one way to solve it using partial products, what we learned before, but now this way we're going to use regrouping. So I'm going to start off in the ones category. So 8 times 7 is 56, so I have 5 tens and 6 ones. Then I'm going to go 6 times 7, which is 42, plus the extra 5 tens up here, which is going to be 47. Okay, so either way, whichever works best for you, either using partial products or coming over here and using regrouping. Okay, so this one down here. Look at the partial products and regrouping methods above. How are the partial products 420 and 56 related to 476? So if you come down here, you can write the sum of, so adding, of 420 and 56 is 476. Okay, next page. Alright, use the model to find the product. Okay, so I'm going to make this bigger up here. Okay, so estimate, then record the product. So estimate, so I'm going to estimate this one to a 40 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Then add my 0 at the end, 160. Okay, so now I'm going to come and actually solve it. So I'm going to solve it a couple different ways. So I'm going to first do partial product. Okay, so I'm first going to take 4 times 40. 4 times 40. And we just did that one, so that's 160. My pen works. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to take 4 times 2, which is 8. Okay, and I'm going to add it. My answer is going to get 168. Okay, and then I'm going to do it the other way. I could go 2 times 4, which is 8. 4 times 4, 2 times 8, 2 times 4 is 8, or 4 times 4, which is 16, and I get 168. Okay? Alright, then I'm going to go to number 3, where estimate, so this is going to be 30 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Take 6 times 10, add my 0. Okay, partial product first. 2 times 30, which is 60. 2 times 2 is 4. Add it up, you get 64. Okay, next way is you could go 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2, 6. 64. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to do number 4 and number 5, and you can pick which way you want to do, but make sure you are estimating first. Okay, do number 4 and do number 5. Okay, then come down here and I want you to pick 2. Pick 2 of these to practice before you get to your homework. Okay, pick 2 down here between 6 through 9. Okay, then let's see what we got here. Let's take a look at these. Number 15. Identify relationships. Write a rule. Find the unknown number. Okay, so on the line over here, I'm going to have C represent carton, and I'm going to have E represent eggs. Okay, so I'm going to figure out what they do to get to the next number. So 12 to what is 24? 12 times 2 is 24, so I can figure that. 12 times 2 is 24. 24, let's see, to get to the next one, we don't know, but then it's going to be going by 48. So right now I can see that 12 plus 12 is 24. 24 plus 12 is 36. 36 plus 12 is 48. And 48 plus 12 is 60. Now thinking of it as multiplication wise, 12 times 1 is 12. 12 times 2, 24. 12 times 3, 36. 12 times 4 is 48. And 12 times 5 is 60. So on the line here, I'm going to put multiply C, or carton, by 12. Okay? Alright, and then we're not going to do number 16 or 17, so let's go ahead and we're not going to do any more of these. So let's go to your homework here. Okay, so here's what they want you to do. Estimate, and then record the product. So I want you to do, let's do 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so the even's up here. Then on the bottom, I want you to do number 9. Okay, and then let's see. Yeah, let's just try. Let's not do number 11. Okay, and let's do number 10. And then if we turn the page over, okay, let's do number 1, 3, and 5. Okay? Alright, 1, 3, and 5, and then on the back, or in the front, sorry, do an evens, and number 9 and number 10. Alright, if there's any questions, please let me know, otherwise you can always take a look back. Thanks! Have a great rest of your day.